Go to Jupyter documentation. Here you can see the lines of code we need to install Jupyter. First, we need to run the pip3 install -upgrade pip command to update our pip library. Second, we need to run the pip3 install Jupyter command to install Jupyter Notebooks. Open a terminal shell and copy the first command into the terminal and run it. My pip library is up to date, so it will tell just that. Copy-paste the second command into the terminal, which for me says that I already have Jupyter Notebooks installed. It may be different for you since you probably do not have Jupyter Notebooks installed. If you go back to the documentation, you can see that after we have installed Jupyter Notebooks, we can open a notebook by typing the command Jupyter Notebook into our terminal. Do this and a new browser tab has been opened for you. It shows your folder structure. Go back to your terminal shell and follow the instructions to copy-paste the HTTP line into our browser. Go back to our terminal. Now you can see that the token has been accepted. Lastly, if you want to exit the server and shut down the kernels, then you just have to use Ctrl-Command-C 2 times. Alright, go back to our folder structure in our browser and go to your Python file. My file is in the Documents folder, so I just open this folder by clicking on it. And we see my GA access file that I've used before. Let's create a new notebook. Go to New and choose Python 3 under the notebook title. This opens an empty Jupyter Notebook. The first cell is already open and you could type something in there. Instead of writing our code, copy-paste all our previous Python code into different cells. Mark the hello line up to the second library line. Copy-paste it into the first cell. Add a new cell on top of this one to paste the title into it. Change the first cell from a code cell to a markdown cell. Add an octoform in front of the title and add a space. An octoform is basically a hashtag. I'll use the word hashtag from now on. In the second input cell, add the title import libraries on top with a hashtag and space. This is just to make the code a bit more readable. Then we need to copy a code part into a cell that you don't need to do. This is just to hide my credentials from an active GA account. Also add the variables part into another cell and title this cell with variables. Furthermore, copy each function into a separate cell up to the main function. From the main function, we only need the code within the function. Copy those 3 lines of code into our last cell. We do not need the if part at the bottom in the Jupyter Notebook. Run all these cells by going back to the top and clicking on the Run button for each cell. At the end, we get our output in an output cell. And unsurprisingly, this is the same output that we got previously. Congratulations! You have accessed your Google Analytics data with Python on a Jupyter Notebook.